I am at a gorgeous little creek today, and I mean little. This is a very small creek. I'm up in the mountains. Nice, steep, high gradient pocket water stream here. You'll see that soon enough here. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this creek and how it came to my attention. So I have a friend, Alex. He's the guy who taught me Tenkara, basically. We fairly often send each other text messages back and forth about new rods that we've got, or where we've fished, or where we're going to fish. I told him that I was going on a couple-day-long fishing trip, told him where I was going, and he was like, oh, I've been wanting to go there. And I said, oh, do you have any creeks planned? Do you have any creeks that you've been scoping out that look good? He sent me a few of them, I think 3 or 4. Most of them were in Montana. I don't currently have a Montana fishing license. I had one last year, haven't gotten one yet this year. Probably won't get one this year. But one of the creeks was in Idaho. And I live in Idaho. I have an Idaho fishing license, obviously, and so that's where I am now. He wanted to fish this creek. My friend wanted to fish this creek because it's supposed to have like 5, 6, or 7 different species of trout. If you look this creek up on the Idaho Department of Fish and Game website, which is basically a database of every body of water in the state, it's awesome. And it'll tell you for a lot of the bodies of water what fish have been observed in there. And so in this tiny little creek, there have been bull trout, I think brook trout, red band trout, mountain whitefish, salmon, what else? Cutthroat trout, just like everything is in here. Now in my experience, whenever the IDFG website says that, there's usually like 1 or 2 species that are predominantly in there, and then the rest are just like occasionally in there. So I don't know if that'll be the case here or not, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what exactly is in this creek today. Let's fish it. Okay, so I am once again fishing the Dragontail Foxfire rod. I'll be fishing it primarily in its 6 and I think 7.5 foot configurations. Basically its 2 shortest lengths. I think this will be a perfect stream for this rod. And this rod was sent to me by Brent from Dragontail to fish with. And it'll be on Kickstarter at some point. I don't know if it'll be going when this video goes live. I don't know when the Kickstarter is. I don't know when the video will go live, but I'll put information about it on the screen here. And this is such a cool little creek. I'm really hoping I can catch fish out of here. But you know what? Let's get above this big fallen tree and start fishing up there. Oh yeah, this looks so good. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, we know what kinds of fish could be in here. Basically every kind. Let's see what actually is in here. First several casts, no takes. Let me shorten this up. I really want there to be fish in every pocket. That would be awesome, but it doesn't seem like that'll be the case. At least not quite yet. We've got plenty more pockets to come though, it looks like. Yeah, this rod in its shortest length, it's actually castable. It's not a super stiff rod that you can only fish by doing bow and arrow casting. You can actually fish with the thing. All right, moving on up. This is a 7-foot line, by the way. Now what I just said doesn't mean that you can't bow and arrow cast it. Oh, fish all, oh man. Ooh, that's exciting, I love it. I was bow and arrow casting because there are trees all right here. And this rod does bow and arrow cast well. And if you're fishing a creek small enough that you need a 6-foot rod, you need to be able to bow and arrow cast occasionally. Got one. Let's see. That's a bull trout, guys. That is a bull trout. Yes! I was hoping to catch bull trout in here. It's a tiny little fish, but I am thrilled. You can catch bull trout in Idaho. It is legal. It's not legal everywhere, but it is legal in Idaho. See ya, buddy. That is fantastic. I'm so happy. So we know there are bull trout in here. Let's see what else we can find. Got one. What do we have here? That's another bull trout. It's another one. And there it goes. Wow, so cool. So bull trout can look kind of like brook trout if you're not super familiar with them. The coloration is definitely different. Bull trout have kind of orangish yellow spots and a lighter overall color. Brook trout have that squiggly worm-shaped pattern on their backs. Bull trout do not. And then on the dorsal fin, you know, the fin on the back of the fish, that'll have spots on a brook trout. It will not have spots on a bull trout. And they just look different. Like, if you're not familiar with brook trout, they can all kind of look the same. But if you've caught a lot of brook trout, you can easily tell that a bull trout is not a brook trout. It just looks different. The colors, the spotting, different, but still beautiful. And we have some berries right here. Look at this. I'm gonna set the rod down for a second here. Oh yeah. Foraging for berries here along the side of the stream. Man, those are good. All right, let's get back to fishing. Fish on. Oh, ooh, I'm seeing the fish come and get it, and I'm feeling it. I think I'm setting the hook too early. And I think I'm probably out of chances. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at this. Look at this. What a gorgeous place. Uh-oh, I just spooked a fish. Alex, if you're watching this, thank you for pointing this creek out to... Oh. Thank you for pointing this creek out to me. And the fly came off. Great. Okay, let's try this again. I'm zooming the rod out to the middle length. And a bow and arrow cast it. The tippet is pretty short right now. It's about 1.5 feet long. I'd like it to be a little bit longer, but I'm feeling lazy. I might have lost my chance when I spooked that fish. Oh, nope. Fish on. Where'd it go? into my net. That's the biggest one yet. It's another bull trout. What a day. What a place to fish. What a beauty. Got one. Yes. I knew there had to be one in there somewhere. Guess what it is? It's a bull trout. Well, flew out of my hand as I was getting the fly out. Awesome. Okay, got some amazing looking sections coming up here. Got one. This is one of the bigger ones. Don't know if it's the biggest one, but it's up there. And away it goes. Got one. Oh, and it came off. Darn it. Now this looks excellent. And the casting, whoa, the casting is wide open. Let's catch us some fish. Got one. If you guessed it was a bull trout, you are correct. Okay, I should be able to get a fish out of here. This looks perfect. There are some trees behind me though. Gotta watch out for those. Got one. Oh man. Got one. Awesome. Well, that is definitely the biggest one yet. And again, I'm sorry about the low light here. There we go. Fantastic. Oh, darn it. I hooked into another one. Got him. Oh, my heart was racing because I could see the fish, and I knew it had already tried to eat the fly once. It is a bull trout. Beautiful native Idaho bull trout. I think I landed the fly right on top of a fish as soon as the fly hit the water. There we go. The fish freaked out. Oh no! The fish got off right Like I was netting it and the fish got off like right here. Oh, close. Very close. Got one. Oh, see you, buddy. Slipped out of my hand there. Well, it's raining pretty steadily, but I'd like to catch one more fish if I can. Got one. And this will be the last one of the day. This makes for an even 10 fish, all bull trout. This is a really pretty one. Sorry it's so dark. Wow, what a creek. 10 fish in about an hour and a half. All a relatively rare trout. And every time I have bull trout in a video, there's someone who says, well, actually, the bull trout is a char, not a real trout. And to that I say, yep, you're right, but it's not called bull char, is it? I never get that comment on brook trout videos. Brook trout are also a char. Well, that was incredible. What a stream. It was gorgeous and challenging. Small, high gradient with native trout, with a relatively rare native trout. And quite a few of them. I mean, that really ticks all my boxes. I really like that little Foxfire rod. I was using it in the shorter 2 lengths. It worked great. What a great little rod. Perfect rod for this kind of creek. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next one.